Hello, welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on important updates about what's happening across South Africa and beyond. Please watch till the end so you can see the verified sources of this news and make up your own mind about what's really going on. Now, today's news takes us to Balingian, where immigration officials recently carried out a major operation that left many people talking. The Department of Home Affairs Immigration Unit conducted a surprise raid on several factories in the area, and by the end of the operation, 36 undocumented foreign workers had been arrested. The raid forms part of an ongoing national effort to clamp down on illegal immigration and unregistered labor practices that have been affecting both the economy and job opportunities for South Africans. According to reports, officials acted on intelligence suggesting that multiple factories were employing foreign nationals without proper documentation or work permits. The operation involved officers from Immigration, the South African Police Service, and local labor inspectors who joined forces to ensure compliance with labor and immigration laws. When the teams arrived at the factories early in the morning, many workers reportedly tried to flee, but officers quickly sealed off the area and carried out identity checks. Authorities say the 36 individuals who were arrested failed to produce valid documents proving their legal status in the country. Most of them were said to be from neighboring African countries, working in textile and food processing factories. Immigration officials have since confirmed that the workers will be processed for deportation once investigations are complete, and that factory owners could also face prosecution for violating labor and immigration laws. The Department of Home Affairs issued a statement saying this operation is part of a broader campaign aimed at restoring order in the local labor market. They stressed that while South Africa welcomes foreign nationals who enter the country legally, employers who exploit undocumented workers are contributing to a cycle of illegality and inequality. Officials warn that more inspections will follow, especially in industrial areas where similar issues have been reported. The raid has sparked mixed reactions both in Balingian and online. Some residents have praised the Immigration Department for taking decisive action, saying it's unfair that local job seekers are left without opportunities while factories continue to hire undocumented foreigners for lower wages. One community leader said the government must enforce the law consistently so that everyone plays by the same rules. He added that too many South Africans are sitting at home without work while illegal employment continues to grow unchecked. On the other hand, some people have cautioned against turning the conversation into an anti-foreigner sentiment. A few social media users pointed out that while the law should be respected, it's important to remember that many migrants come to South Africa because they're fleeing poverty or instability in their home countries. One user commented that the real issue lies with the factory owners who take advantage of people's desperation to make extra profit, not necessarily the workers themselves. Economists who've weighed in on the issue agree that undocumented employment has long been a challenge for South Africa's labor market. They say while cracking down on illegal work is necessary, there also needs to be better coordination between immigration control and labor regulation. Some argue that the country must improve its work permit system to make it more efficient, so employers can hire legal foreign workers when needed, especially in industries where local skills are lacking. Authorities also believe that undocumented labor contributes to unfair wage practices. Because these workers don't have proper documentation, they are often underpaid, overworked, and denied benefits. Officials say this not only violates labor rights but also puts legitimate businesses at a disadvantage. By tightening enforcement, they hope to ensure a fairer and safer working environment for everyone. Meanwhile, community members in Balingian have expressed relief that the government is finally taking visible steps to address the issue. Many have long suspected that certain factories were breaking the law by hiring undocumented foreigners, but few expected such a large-scale operation. Some locals described the morning of the raid as tense, with police vehicles surrounding factory entrances while officers conducted inspections inside. When asked about the fate of the factory owners, immigration officials said investigations are ongoing, and legal action will follow once evidence is finalized. They reminded employers that the penalties for hiring undocumented workers are severe and can include heavy fines, suspension of business licenses, or even imprisonment. They also encouraged the public to report any cases where they suspect illegal employment is taking place. As the debate continues, one thing is certain: the government appears determined to restore order in the employment sector and tighten control over illegal immigration. With unemployment still at record highs, many South Africans hope that stricter enforcement will help open up more jobs for citizens. However, human rights advocates have urged the authorities to ensure that all actions are carried out humanely and in line with South Africa's legal commitments to fair treatment of all individuals, regardless of nationality. It's also worth noting that this operation in Balingian is part of a growing national trend. Similar raids have been carried out recently in parts of Gauteng, KwaZulu-Natal, and the Western Cape, targeting factories, construction sites, and small businesses suspected of hiring undocumented foreign nationals. The Immigration Department says it will continue these efforts throughout the year as part of a broader plan to strengthen border control and workplace compliance. Before we wrap up, it's important to remember that this is not just about targeting individuals but about creating accountability within the system. Employers who cut corners are not only breaking the law but also contributing to a wider problem that affects communities and the economy. It's a complex issue that requires both firm enforcement and compassion for those caught up in difficult situations. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you found this update informative or learned something new, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and share your thoughts in the comments. And just a light joke before we go: if immigration officers worked in the fashion industry, I bet we'd see raids on fake designer labels too. Stay safe, stay informed, and see you in the next update. All images used in this video are for illustration purposes only and do not represent any specific individuals involved in this news. Sources: IOL, SABC News, and Times Live.